Pastor in North Omaha is making sure every registered voter who comes to her church finds the right place to cast their ballot. Pastor Portia Cavett pulled out her personal computer to help voters who stop by Clare Memorial United Methodist Church. The church is being used as a polling place.
There were a couple of residents that came and they were told that they were not on the list to vote here. And so we have our computer out and we are looking people up by their last name or their name and checking to see where their polling place is and telling them where they are scheduled to go vote.
Pastor Cavett says she helped more than 24 voters this afternoon. She tells us it helps prevent voters from being discouraged if they're told to call the Election Commission office or try to find the information themselves.